Hey everyone, Marsh8 here, bringing you another episode of Monday Music Recap, where we recap the events from last week. Let's get started, and our big story comes from none other than YouTube themselves, as last week, out of the blue, they decided to change up their notification system for their terms of service that would demonetize videos that were deemed not ad-friendly. Now, if you haven't gotten a chance to read YouTube's terms of service on what is considered ad-friendly, let me tell you, it's very vague, almost dangerously vague. You can't use profanity, you can't have sexual humor, but the one that's most concerning and the one that's been affecting most YouTubers is the one that states you can't talk about controversial topics, which include war, political conflict, natural disasters, or even tragedies, even if they don't include graphic images, which I'm not going to lie, is a scary thought. It feels like this new system might have been put into place because advertisers are coming down on YouTube to make sure that their products aren't being advertised on heavily negative and controversial videos, which makes sense. And YouTube threw together the system and was like, hey, look, see, we are doing something. The problem is that the system seems to be primarily targeting words into titles, description, and tags instead of the actual content of the video. So what we're ending up seeing are big-name YouTubers like Philip DeFranco and Boogie2988 having a number of their videos demonetized for even talking about specific subjects and stories. Boogie had a suicide prevention video that was tagged by this, and I myself even had my Prayer for Paris video demonetized, which to me, that doesn't really matter because I didn't have it monetized in the first place, and I don't really have an income off of ad revenue coming from this channel, seeing as its size is so small. That is not saying the same for somebody like Boogie. But this does raise some questions for me, like, can I still talk about certain bands like Suicide Silence or Cannibal Corpse or other bands that have names that are considered controversial to the terms of service and have them tagged in my videos without it being demonetized? YouTube has released a statement about it saying that they have an easy appeal system which can remonetize these videos, but even then there are still reports going around of YouTube unfairly denying videos. This could have all been easily handled had YouTube been more open about this beforehand and allowed their creators a little bit of time to make sure that their videos didn't get hit by this. Instead, yet again, they decided to choose to open fire blindly into the YouTube community and hope for the best, and in the end, created a bigger problem than we already have. While YouTube does have the right to do this, I think at times they fail to realize that their main source of income is coming from their third-party creators, and demonetizing their videos without any forewarning is not a good way of handling business or keeping them happy. It shows that your platform is unstable, and if it gets much worse, there might come a day when these creators decide to migrate somewhere else or even disappear entirely. Let us hope that that day never comes. If you guys are interested in learning more, I'll leave a couple links down below. But I really do hope that this situation improves. Straight out of one bad story and right into another, actor Gene Wilder, best known for his roles in Willy Wonka, Young Frankenstein, and The Producer, and various other movies, has sadly passed away at the age of 83 last Sunday due to complications of Alzheimer's disease. He made the world just a little bit more magical for me, so he is definitely going to be missed. Netflix's new series, Stranger Things, has officially been renewed for a season 2 with a new teaser. Anyone who knows me knows that I am absolutely in love with this show, so I'm super excited to hear this news. It's supposed to be airing sometime in 2017. Anyways, if you guys are interested in checking out the teaser, I will leave it down below for you. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare has released a new multiplayer trailer. It actually released 2 of them. One was the regular ADD-fueled montage, and the other gives more details into how the multiplayer mechanics are going to work this time around. I don't know though, guys. The single player looks awesome to me, zombies look interesting, but the multiplayer trailers just felt overly complicated for a COD game. What are your guys' thoughts on it? I'll leave a link below if you want to check them out. Pokemon Sun and Moon has also released a new video which reveals a special pre-order bonus and another Pokemon getting a new Alola form. Hint hint, it's everyone's favorite Gen 1 Purple Rat and the only Pokemon that seems to be appearing in Pokemon Go for me. Anyways, if you're interested in checking that out, link will be below. Issues Tyler Carter and Michael Bone had their house actually catch on fire last week. Tyler released a statement confirming that the fire started due to faulty wiring and that fortunately no one was hurt. If you want to check out the statement or some of the photos Tyler posted, I will leave those down below. Memphis May Fire has announced their new album, The Light I Hold, which is set to be released on October 28th through Rise Records. The album has 2 guest features including Jacoby Shaddix of Papa Roach and Larry Solomon of My American Heart. You can check out the full track list, artwork, and pre-order bundles down below. Nothing is officially confirmed right now, so take this next bit with a grain of salt, but it looks like System of a Down is in the studio, possibly working on some new music. A couple members of the band actually posted some photos on Instagram that make it seem like that. Anyways, if you want to check those out, I'll link it down below. Jimmy Eat World has announced they will be releasing their new album, Integrity Blues, on October 21st. No other details have yet been released, but when they do, I will keep you guys posted. Waterpark has announced they will be releasing their new album, Double Dare, on November 4th through Equal Vision Records. You can check out the artwork and the pre-orders below. Let's get into some tour news, as the Dates Remember has revealed that Neck Deep and Moose Blood will be joining them for their UK leg of their world tour, and Tonight Alive will be joining them for their Australian leg, along with the Mice and Men. All dates, of course, can be found below. Emarosa will be heading on a new tour with Ann Arbor and Cold Collective, dates released. The Black Dahlia Murder and Napalm Death had announced a new co-headliner fall tour with support from Pig Destroyer, Misery Index, Power Trip, and Abnormality, dates released. And Metro Station has announced a new headliner tour with support from Palais Royal and Strive, dates released. Any of the dates mentioned above, be sure to check below, you can find them all there. Let's get into some new music, as we have On Mice and Men, Contagious, Memphis May Fire, Carry On, All Time Low, Hands to Myself, that's a Selena Gomez cover, Jimmy Eat World, Sure and Certain, Behind the Fallen featuring Telle Smith, Reflections, Against the Current featuring Tyler Carter, Cold Water, that's a Major Lazer cover, and Waterpark's Stupid For You. And for new music videos, we only actually have one this week, All Time Low, Take Cover. Be sure to check out all of those down below. Thank you all for joining me for another episode. If there was a band on here that you guys are interested in checking out, be sure to go ahead and check them out. Discovering some new music is always an awesome thing. Thanks again for joining me. I will see you all next Monday, next episode. Mars out.